Okay, we're on page 18 now, and looking at number 67, Warm Up Lullaby. Look at the key signature at the beginning. This key signature tells us that we have B flats, E flats. There's no flat sign on the bottom space, so all of the A's are second valve A natural. So let's finger and say the counts. Ready? Count out loud and finger with me. 1, ready, now. 1, hold, 2, 3. 1, 2, hold, 3. 1, hold, 2, 3. 1, 2, hold, 3. All right, we'll do the first 4 measures. So I'll play this time, you finger and count. First 4 measures. 1, ready. Notice I'm slurring the slurred note. I'm only tonguing the first note of each slur. And it's soft, it's piano. Andante means we're doing a medium walking speed, not real fast. So this time, play along with me. Ready? 1, ready, now. Okay, now look at the last 4 measures. Count and finger. 1, ready, now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3. And the fermata just tells us to hold it longer. So let's play along with me on the last 4 measures. 1, ready, and. In class, you'll hold that fermata as long as the director tells you. When we're playing by ourselves, general rule of thumb is to hold it double its normal value. So now we're going to go through this with the metronome at an andante walking speed tempo. Here we go. 1, ready. Okay, so keep going back through that and working on it. Keep it smooth. Take real big breaths so that we can go all the way through those sections on one breath. Now we're looking at number 68, Ezekiel Saw the Wheel Duet. We're going to go through part A first, and because this is short, we're going to go all the way through it. We're not going to do it in sections. We'll do all the way through A. So we start at the anacrusis. We go to the end of the first ending, repeat back to the repeat dots, not the first note, and then skip the first ending and take the second one. First thing we have to look at here, though, is our key signature, so we know what notes to finger. In our key signature, we have a B flat, an E flat, and an A flat. So all B's, E's, and A's are flat. So let's finger and count. This has an anacrusis on 4, so it's 4, 1, and 2. Here we go. Finger and count with me. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3, hold, 4. First ending, hold, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. 4, repeat, 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, hold, 4. Second ending, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and half note, rest. Count this time, starting on count 4, while I play. This is part A. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hopefully you can tell that I'm playing piano, playing soft where it says P and playing forte louder where it says F. So now this time play with me. I'll give you 4 and then 3. This is an allegro tempo, so it's quicker. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, play. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it until you have it completely worked out without any issues. Now look at part B. We're going to do this the same way. We're going to go all the way through it. So let's say the counts in finger. Ready? Again, look at your key signature. All B's, E's, and A's are flat. Here we go. Starts on 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 hold 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second inning. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Rest. So play with me. Finger and count while I play this time. Ready? Finger and count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to go all the way through playing together. I'm going to start the metronome. I'll give you 4 and 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, ready, play. So keep backing that up and going over it until you have it worked out. Play part B with the recording of part A, and play part A with the recording of part B. That way you can practice the duet and listen to how each part fits together. Okay, this is line 69, rhythm time. Notice underneath the first note of each measure, we have an accent mark. It's a little sideways triangle. Tells us to put a little more emphasis on that note. So it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. With the accent and note having a little bit more emphasis. So let's clap and count together number 69. Here we go. 1, ready, begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, hold 2, hold 3. So keep backing that up and going over it and clapping and counting and putting a little bit more emphasis on the accent and notes than the others. Okay, now that we've already clapped and counted number 69 and put that accent on beat 1, that little bit of emphasis in every measure, now we're going to play it using the note that it tells us to use. It's showing us to use B flat. So this note, that B flat for every note here. And we're going to put a little bit of emphasis for each accented note. So count with me the first time. Ready? Count with me while I play. 1, ready, down. Now play that with me. Here we go with the metronome. 1, ready, and. playing it. That accent means to emphasize the note. It also means to put a little bit of space on both sides of it to make it stand out. Now looking at number 70, this is the same rhythm that we just practiced in number 69. So we're going to go straight through this, counting and fingering. First thing we have to look at though is our key signature. Shows us that all our B's are flat, all of our E's are flat, but there's no flat on the eighth space, so all the A's are second valve. And we have a few of those through this on the low A's. Make sure we're using second valve for A. So let's say the counts and finger. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Second ending. Now 2, 3, off. All right, now play that. Say the counts while I play. Here we go. I'll play, you count. 1, ready, and. Okay, now play that with me using the metronome. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and. Keep backing that up and going through it. Work on putting just a little bit of emphasis on those accented notes. Okay, we're looking at line 71, skill builder, donkey riding. Let's look at the key signature first. The key signature shows us that we have B flat, E flats, and A flats, first valve. And we have the A flat on the top line of the staff in this. But it doesn't matter that it's on the top line or on the bottom space. If its name is A, it's A flat. So we have 2. So I'm going to finger and count straight through this. So finger and count with me. Ready? Here we go now. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1. Hold. So you can hear I put a little bit of emphasis on those quarter notes that have the accents. So count and finger with me. Here we go, counting and fingering. Ready. Okay, now play along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. So keep backing that up and playing along with me until you can work it up to that speed. If you have to take it slower, then practice with me doing the counting when I did it a little bit slower. All right, this is line 72, theme from the Nutcracker. We're going to do this in 4 measure sections since this is a test line, so you can spend a little extra time on it. So at first, let's look at the key signature. All of our B's are flat, all of our E's are flat, and all of our A's are flat. We have an A on the top line of the staff, which is A flat. So let's say the counts and finger the first 4 measures. We'll stop at the breath mark. Finger and count with me. Ready? Now, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, hold 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, hold 2, 3, hold 4. Now count and finger while I play. Ready? All right, now play along with me the first 4 measures. 1, 2, play along. Now let's look at the last 4 measures. Notice we have a 1 measure repeat there in measure 6. And that tells us to repeat what's in measure 5 in its place. So let's count and finger the last 4 measures. Ready? Now, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, hold 2, hold 3, rest. Finger and count while I play. Last 4, ready? Okay, play those last 4 with me. 1, 2, last 4. Alright, now we're ready to go all the way through it. So let's do this with the metronome all the way through. 1, 2, ready. Okay, keep backing that up and working on it until you have it completely worked out and you're ready to play that for a test. Also on this page, we have 3 tempo markings that we're working with. First was andante, which was a walking speed, which is fairly slow. And then moderato, which is moderate or medium speed. And then allegro, which is quick and lively. It's a little bit faster. So for each one of these that has a different tempo marking, we're going at a different speed. So make sure when we practice these, we work these up to the speed that's indicated. Okay, let's look at number 73 at the bottom, the baritone private lesson. This is just a little technique drill to help you build up some finger power. So let's look at the key signature first. In this key signature, we have B flats and E flats. So let's finger and count this. Ready? Fingering and counting. 1 and 2 and ready and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, hold 2. All right, let's do those first 4 measures again. I'll play, you finger and count. 1 and 2 and ready. Play those first 4 with me. Ready? Now let's look at the last 4 measures. Count and finger. Here we go. Now, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, hold 2. Make sure we get that A natural. So finger and count while I play. Ready? And play that with me. 2. Ready? Okay, now let's go all the way through this at that speed. 1 and 2 and all the way through. Now we want to work that speed up to where we can play that a lot faster. So then we want to work it a little bit faster each time, and then a little bit faster, and then we're going to try to get it up to this speed that I'm going to go this time. So I'm going to take this 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and here we go. You can finger with me and count, and then back this up and play along. Ready? 1 and 2 and ready. And just keep going over it and over it until you can get it up to that speed, and maybe even a little faster if you have the time.